Hello people, how you doing? My name's Jared Manley. If you don't know me, well that's who I am. I'm going to start off with, I need to let you know that all my life I knew I was different. Didn't know how, and I've been told that I might change the world one day at a young age. And I've always been on one, how am I going to do that? I had no idea how I could do that. And throughout my life, I've got a lot of skills. And I know things. I don't know how I know these things, but the skills that I've had, I I master skills so quickly that I get bored of it and I move on to something else. But anyway, I'm going to go back to about 7 years ago. I shattered my leg on a motorbike. I was in a wheelchair. I had testicular cancer, and I give up on life. I was suicidal. And, it wasn't that I was going to kill myself. It's just I was over it. And, anyway, I wheeled myself down to the church, which was a couple, 3-4 doors down in my wheelchair, and I had a little word to God, and I told him, if you do not prove to me that you are real, that's it. It's over. I'm going to let the cancer kill me. I'm going to let it spread, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to exist anymore. I'm over this shit. I'm over this horrible world. So you either prove to me that you exist, or I'm done. So anyway, not too long after that, I got a reading done. And I never wanted to do a reading because I already kind of knew. And this lady come back to me 3 days later saying, this is the hardest reading I've ever done. And I'll tell you one thing, that you already know what I'm going to tell you. All your life you've been doing things for other people, putting yourself in jeopardy, doing stupid shit to help other people, to save them, because you could see that they needed the help. So you put yourself in jeopardy and you'd help them. So anyway, so she told me, and you've been doing this anyway, so because you knew that you'd done horrible things in previous lives. And yeah, that's true. So she told me, karma has a message for you. You no longer have to do that shit. You've repaid him over and over that many times throughout this life. You no longer have a debt to karma. And karma is going to repay you. He has a big surprise for you. And he's going to give you what you want. But he can't do that. He can't give you what you want until you let go. Let go of all that negative energy that you've been taking off other people all your life. And once you do that, he's going to reward you exactly what you want, exactly what you always wanted. So I started seeing a shrink. Went to see the doctors, because all my mates were telling me, go fix that thing, man. We don't want you dead. You got to help. Fix it, mate. All my mates were bleeding me to go get this done. So I went seeing a shrink and started seeing the doctors. And had the test done. I told them I don't need the test, I already know. So anyway, they told me, we want that shit out of you yesterday. So I done what I had to do. I got myself better, picked myself up, seen the shrink, got the cancer taken out, and removed my testicle, and pretty much exactly. And I'll go back a little bit, and then I met my lady, the one that I always wanted. She's beautiful, but then virtually exactly a year later, my son was on the way. My little boy. That's all I ever wanted. But then something sinister started happening. She was having night terrors. And I'm not going to tell you the full story of that. That's going to happen another later down this track. But anyway, a good couple of years fighting this thing, which was possessing her in her sleep. She would get a little convulsion, then she'd get this blood nose, then her eyes would open, and it wasn't her. It was just pure evil looking at me. So I started talking to this thing, and I ended up knew it was something sinister. It ended up being a demon. I got holy water and crucifixes and all this shit to get rid of it. And it only hurt her. I put holy water on her, and it'll just scratch her. I put the crucifix near her, it'll just scratch. Put it in her face, I'll gouge her fucking eyeballs out. So I ended up realizing that all of this stuff, it was trying to convince me. It kept telling me that God isn't real. And at this stage, I wasn't a true believer. I was still half atheist, because I was an atheist. I grew up as a Christian, and then I didn't have any reason to believe that Jesus and God was real. That's why I went down to the church and told him, you either prove to me that he's real, or I'm going to let it kill me. So anyway, after years of this sadistic thing, I learned how to control it. I could no longer, the only way to get rid of it is with pure love. Instead of using the crucifix or holy water, that sort of stuff, it's only through prayers and pure love that it will disappear. It cannot stand love. And it tried to convince me that Jesus wasn't real. God wasn't real. It told me it's been around longer than the Bible, and it can talk to me in any language it wants. And anyway, it kept trying to convince me God wasn't real. At that stage, it taught me that God is real. God has to be real. If God isn't real, why the hell are you so afraid of his name? Why are you afraid of the holy water? Why does the holy water burn? Why does a crucifix you can't stand? I learned that the light, the only thing, it gets irritated by the light. There's a lot of things I can tell you about this, but anyway, short story, whatever it's called. Long story short, I learned to control this demon. And then my missus was in a bad mood with me, and she didn't understand what was going on. She wouldn't believe me because she didn't have any recollection of this. And I had proof, I had people see it. And anyway, she came to the conclusion that after time and time again, things that were happening that she couldn't understand should just black out sometimes, and then it would only happen when she got drunk or she'd been awake too long. Anyway, so she started believing that maybe it was real. So one day she was pissed off, and she told me that she's going to do something I'll let it take me. If it wants me so bad, maybe that'll be a good thing. Maybe I'll let it have me. So she'd done a ritual to give it her soul. And then the shit really started. Instead of being like a couple of nights a week, or an hour at a time, it got to the stage where it was 12 hours nights, trying to get rid of this thing, and I couldn't until I understood how to get rid of it, which was just pure love. Giving her a hug, kissing her, holding her, telling her, it's okay, baby, come back, it's alright, baby, I love you. And until she'd done this ritual. then nothing worked. So, anyway, that's what made me a true believer. That's what put me on the path that I'm on. And now I've looked back to my start of my life, and God has been showing me that now you know that I'm real. Now I want you to do my work. I want you to let the world know of who I am and what's about to happen. And 2025, it's going to be a big year. So many things are going to happen this year that you do not understand. But I'm going to talk you through things. I'm going to tell you about my life, all the things that have been put in my life and the miracles that I've performed throughout my life without even knowing them, and the skills that I have and the knowledge that I have, the wisdom that I have. That way you can put it together by yourself, put one and one together, and I hope in the future that you'll continue to watch me and you'll see how I can help you, how I'm going to help the world, how I'm going to heal the world, and I'm going to be great, and people are going to know me, and everything that comes from it is going to be put back into the world in beautiful love, and I'm going to open people's eyes and let them blossom. I'm going to heal the world. That's my mission. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm making this video now. And I'm going to teach you, and I've had lots of inventions in my head. I've never put them on paper, but I can make free energy. I can teach you how to open wormholes to get from A to B instantly. I'm opening my third eye, trying to, and I'm resonating a higher power now, and I'm trying to get rid of all my anger, and I'm going to put my anger in the good things and the good thoughts and the beautiful learning and teaching people how to overcome the demons that they have inside, because demons are everywhere. That's what controls most people, and how society as we know it is controlled by these demons that are controlling the people that have all the money in the world. And we don't need law. Man's law is wrong, a lot of them. We need to go back and just abide by God's law. Once we abide by God's law and get rid of all the hate in the world's going to change. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be blissful, and there's going to be free energy. We won't need money, and everybody's going to help one another, and that's when we're going to get to the next level. That's what we have to do to evolve. I thank you for listening. If you've listened this far, I hope that you continue to watch me, and I'm gonna show you just how great you are, how great everything can be, instead of the shitty shit that we've been dealing with for that long. But once my word is out, the word of God, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be bliss. All right? And when I tell this, everything that I tell you is the truth. The truth will set you free. Yeah? Love you. Love you all. Till next time.